Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy, Boulanger. Up next, Bilhal Coney. Let's talk. The Baltimore Ravens chose Bilhal Coney, cornerback out of Western Michigan, in the sixth round of this year's draft. Now, here we are again with another sixth rounder. Is he just going to be a throwaway pick? Will he just be a special teamer in year one? Shoot, will he even make the roster? Well, I believe so. And in fact, I think he's going to get on the field in year one. I don't know how much, I don't know how often, but I absolutely think this kid has all of the measurables and the tool set to get on the field and be viable in his first season. Coney is 6'1", 190 pounds. And not only is he tall and long for a corner, he's also fast.
Bilhal Kone, a cornerback from Western Michigan, going to the Ravens.
Well, we just talked about guys who have some traits. What do you think about a long, fast corner, 6'2", 290 pounds, with a 4'4", 340 for Bilhal Kone, who began his college career at Iowa Central Community College, then moved to Indiana State for a season, and then wrapping up finally at Western Michigan. Not super sticky at the top of routes. That's an area that perhaps the Ravens can work to develop a little bit further there, but does a good job of peeling off in his zone assignments and just kind of finding work, and does have good ball skills as well. Mel, he was high on your board.
That's the key thing, field the ball skills. And for the Ravens team, cornerback, they could bring in somebody late, 6'1" and a quarter, 190 pounds. He ran 4.43, so length, ball skills, footwork's good, recovery speed. Cody certainly will help that secondary with the Baltimore Ravens.
Pretty fast for a guy his size, which means he will not get left in the dust in coverage. Now, when we talk about his athletic traits, pretty athletic. Not super explosive, but he is fast. He has short area quickness, but he also has long speed. He does have the skill set to go inside and play in the slot, but he's mostly an outside corner, which is expected for a guy his size. Coney is not going to be what you call a cover corner, but he is a good coverage corner, if that makes sense. He's not real sticky in coverage, but he does have the ability to make up ground if he's out of position. But for the most part, when you turn on his film, he's kind of a right place, right time kind of corner, right? Wherever the ball is, particularly in the man on the man he's covering, he's typically there. Doesn't mean he always knocks the ball away. It doesn't mean he's going to get the interception, but he's particularly in good coverage most of the time. Now, he's not a high volume interceptor. I think this past season, maybe he walked away with 2 interceptions, but nevertheless, he is a viable option for this Baltimore Ravens team. But don't take my word for it. Let's turn on his film.
Western Michigan defense. 3rd down 11. Van Dyke running out of time again. Off his heel. Tipped into the air. Starting fast today.
Down the middle, got a man, incomplete.
Play fake, Davenport's throw for Webb, and it got knocked away. Van Dyke running out of time. That pass is almost intercepted.
In the ensuing 2-point conversion. Snyder through the in route. It got deflected and picked off.
Load and stay healthy for the rest of the season.
Howard going deep, he's got a man, incomplete.
A protege of the mad scientist, the late great Mike Leach.
All right, so when you look at his tape, when you look at his highlights, right, you see just what I said. He's a right place, right time kind of corner. Now, granted, these are highlights. Nobody ever does the lowlights, and I don't really need to. You know why? Because with a 6th round pick, it's so easy to discredit a player for what he's not versus validate him for what he is. And what this kid is long, athletic, and fast, and he can play dual coverage. What I mean by that is he can play outside and press man, but he can also play in zone, which is something that we need. I do not think he'll break into the starting role, and we don't need him to break into the starting role unless there's some type of injury. I think he'll be a great backup to Nate Wiggins. He'll be a great backup to Awuzie. And I think that he will be a piece that could hang around in the Baltimore Ravens locker room, organization, and on the roster for at least his 4 years. I don't know what he'll be long term, but I know right now, which is all that matters, he is an option for the Baltimore Ravens, and I do think he makes the team. And I think he's also going to add some special teams value because he's also not afraid to tackle. So listen, let me know what you guys think about Bilhal Coney, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm your guy Boulanger, and I'm out.